in goal. Kounde, Araujo, Christensen and Balde, the four at the back. De Jong, Busquets and Pedri, the trio in midfield. Robert Lewandowski's suspension in La Liga does not apply in the Copa del Rey. That means he's available with Gavi one side, Ousmane Dembele on the other. It's Ramiro in goal, Elizondo, Zubeldia, Lunomond and Diego Rico at the back. Zubimendi ahead of them. Bryce Mendez, Kubo and Marine playing in the midfield. Up top, Oyarzabal supports Alexander Sorloth, the in-form Norwegian striker. There is Bryce Mendez. And there is Mikel Oyarzabal. He's put his injury woes behind him. He starts today for Imanol Alguacil's side, and it was a slightly risky move perhaps. The big games need big game players, and Mikel Oyarzabal is just that. Scored in the past derby against Athletic Club. Looks to make an impact here at the Camp Nou, where Real Sociedad get us underway. Shooting from right to left immediately is brought down by Sorloth. On this Barca's first top-flight test in the Copa del Rey this season. They had Iñaki Peña today, who has up until now been the club goalkeeper. Back as Gavi is given a little shove. This is Busquets trying to weave his way into the box. Busquets lays that pass off. There's the strike, right-footed over the top. First effort of the game from Barca. It's Alejandro Balde losing his footing, sends that over. To the right, Dembele will do well to keep this in. Ousmane Dembele does keep it in, and he will cut inside from the right, puts it onto his left foot, brings it in, and it can't quite be finished off. It looks as if maybe Ramiro got a touch. Dembele does ever so well, just waits his moment to make the run, keeps the ball in play with his toe. Cut inside. It was Lewandowski's strike off Zubeldia. Corner played short to Dembele. Frenkie de Jong lifts this into the box. It's headed down. It's a real scramble there. The attempt to fire that in on the rebound, unsuccessful first time around, and then Araujo up with an effort just wide of the right stick. Shortage of opportunities so far. That was the clearance that hit the arm of Robin Lenormand. Nothing in that for handball. He was actually being grabbed by the Barca. Came and see him up against David Silva today. Those two players from the Canary Islands, such a similar style. Dembele has to go outside. Dembele crosses that in. It's fallen loose here. There's the strike, and it finds its way into the net. Offside flag will go up against Frenkie de Jong, who, try as he might, could not stop interfering in play. He was on the goal line, tried to move his body out of the way. He actually goes in off the Dutchman. The goal will not stand. It remains 0-0 at the Camp Nou. And Lewandowski was arguing his teammate's case. Busquets is arguing that the free kick should be taken a little further back. Ticketing today, just under 200 away tickets allocated to Real Sociedad fans. Not a full house here tonight at the Camp Nou. Busquets plays to Kounde. It's now come to Dembele. He's been one of the danger men so far. Played inside Pedri can't line up a shot. Uses that close control. It's flicked towards goal, and Frenkie de Jong nearly makes amends for his earlier error. Ramiro makes the catch, and that fortuitously hits the heel of Barca, who win a free kick there. Lewandowski given a push in the back by Robin Lenormand. Given the free kick there. Sorloth was being grabbed, but he was giving as good as he got. This is Pedri, close control aplenty. Going upfield is Robert Lewandowski. Lewandowski holds on to the ball. Well, he is penalised. Lewandowski has been active so far. It's been a week's rest for him. Unable to feature against Getafe due to that suspension. First choice whenever available. Brilliant goal getter, 13 goals in La Liga, more in the Cup and the Supercopa besides. Outstanding first campaign for Robert Lewandowski, adapting perfectly to Spanish football. Lovely pass there from Kounde, that will set Dembele off. Dembele runs at the defence, goes inside and out, tries that left-footed shot, it's just wide from Ousmane Dembele. He was well entitled to go that alone after his diagonal run into the centre. Set up there by Kounde's pass. Dembele running at Lenormand, who could not turn to face him. It's just wide from Dembele. So coming up, Dembele is inside again, tries that low ball, it's nearly converted at the near post. Ramiro seemed to think he had it covered, and then in came Frenkie de Jong at pace, sliding to the near post and putting the ball just out of play. Ramiro. Another close call. Barcelona. To Sorloth. Sorloth has an opportunity to run here at Christensen. It's come to Pamplona Marine. The youngster glides past two defenders, taps it outside. It's a very good pass. The strike hits the crossbar. It looks as if Marc-Andre Ter Stegen got a chance to tip that onto the bar. Another ball in. We'll get a replay to see just what happened there. It's the best opportunity so far for the visitors at the Camp Nou. Bryce Mendez was pulled down there. We will get a look at the opportunity just after seeing Balde's foul on Bryce Mendez. Here it was, Sorloth with the pass. Paquet Kubo was given the ball. Struck that one. Let's just have a look to see if Marc-Andre Ter Stegen, it looks as if he just gets a fingertip on it. Enough to divert it onto the crossbar. It's the box. The ball flicked on. It couldn't be hit on the drop. With a great chance to guide that goalwards. Took a shove. Lewandowski off the ball is unsuccessful. He keeps going. Plays to Gavi. There's the 1-2. Lewandowski opened it up to Pedri. Pedri with the strike. The bouncing effort is claimed by Alex Ramiro. Cheers here. It was Bryce Mendez who was caught by the flailing arm of Robert Lewandowski. The stiff forearm catches the player signed from Celta Vigo last summer across the jaw. Quick ball, and the referee goes over once again. He reaches into his pocket. Bryce Mendez is going to be shown a yellow card. Maybe not before time. There's been foul after foul after foul. Oh, that was Sergio Busquets who slid in first, and look at that. Bryce Mendez goes over the top of the ball. Any other day, that could be a red card. Well, Bryce Mendez escapes with a yellow. Busquets escapes with just a stud mark to show for the collision. Busquets still recovering. The ball will get back in play. We'll just have 6 more minutes. Well, VAR is going to be looked at here. Maybe a sending off for Bryce Mendez. But Manzano has been urged to look at the video screen. No. So Manzano says no yellow, it's a red. La Real are reduced to 10 men. 40 minutes in, Bryce Mendez loses his cool. There were some constant fouls involved between him and Lewandowski, but it was a challenge on Sergio Busquets that sees the Real Sociedad player sent off. Goes over the top of the ball after Busquets have made the challenge on Take Kubo. Dembele. Ball flicked on, lovely touch there. Ramiro stands strong though to deny Gavi. The goal would not have stood anyway as Gavi was caught offside. The linesman on the near side raising his flag. There have been some delicate touches so far from Barca in the final third. Lewandowski there turning on the style. His temper was going to lead to something, but he went over the top of the ball. Stud showing, caught Busquets on the ankle. It was a petulant response from Bryce Mendez. It's on to Kounde. Dembele, not through. Kounde dribbles back. Oh, Kounde trying to curl that inside the back post. Not quite successful on that occasion. Cut inside. Swung at it left foot. Manuel Alguacil has not made a substitution in light of the sending off of one of his more attacking players. He's been relying on defence so far. We're going to have 3 minutes added on at the end of the first half. Ball nodded down. Come to Gavi. Sorloth's brought down. Looking for the strike there, it falls loose. It's another scramble inside the penalty area. That's a call made against Barca, attacking foul. Who cuts that back. De Jong into the area, headed down by Araujo, not quite finished off as it trickled towards goal. It was Jules Kounde who met it. It didn't have power or precision. It was on its way out as Ramiro gathers the loose ball up. Sorloth runs into thrown down the line. Araujo to Kounde. It remains goalless. Comes a run into the area. Ramiro gets back on his line, and that one is drilled towards goal. Ousmane Dembele goes for power. Ramiro gets a hand on it, and Barca take the lead as the ball finds its way inside the near post. Barca 1, Real Sociedad 0. It's Ousmane Dembele who looked as if he was going to square that. He was given some space to get into the box, and he finishes off belting that ball right-footed. Dembele goes it alone, having been played through on the right channel. And Barca's persistence pays off. They take the lead just 7 minutes after the restart. And that is a big blow for La Real. They'd held on valiantly at the end of the first half. Dembele just went for power there. It hits the left hand of Ramiro, who wasn't sure if that was going across to Lewandowski or not. Things stacked against La Real. Marine both fancy this. Will it favour the left foot of Take Kubo? It will be Kubo, can't quite clear that wall as Araujo heads away. Thrown for La Real on the far side. There's the free kick, played in. Headed up, Barrenechea slips up, recovers to keep the ball in his side's possession. It's given away to Kounde, taken on by Take Kubo. Kubo in the area, low delivery in! And it's finished over the top by Alexander Sorloth. Well, quite how he missed that is almost incredible. Sorloth has been so deadly in recent games. He scored in 5 consecutive La Liga outings. May have been offside there when Balde was grabbing onto him. But it's a let-off there. It was... It's the first Copa del Rey game at the Camp Nou in front of a crowd since 2020. A meeting here against Sevilla last season with the crowd in place, and that ball hits the crossbar. Another chance for Barca to try and score a second. Still not completely away from La Real. Kounde to Gavi. Right-footed strike over the top. But it was Barca's turn to test the crossbar. That ball in fired at pace by Gavi. He just opened up his body too much as he side-footed. Enough to lift it onto the bar. In the first half we'd seen Take Kubo strike in similar conditions. Pedri again collects. He's having a couple of good chances tonight. He was the difference maker against Getafe this past weekend with his goal. To run, Gavi tries to backheel it through, appeal for handball is not given. And the referee doesn't even need to go to VAR on that one. Out by Ter Stegen. Have a player down for Real Sociedad. Barca not kicking the ball into touch. Dembele keeps on going. It's effectively 9 men for Real Sociedad at the moment as Dembele tries to line up a shot. Dembele with, in the end, a weak shot from outside the D. We will have that player attended to in the centre circle. Paranachea remonstrates with the referee, asking why play was not stopped, why the ball wasn't kicked out. I think Pedri is suffering from some difficulties as well. And Pedri will be the player who limps off.